everyone and good morning. My name is 𝗕𝗏𝗵𝗶𝗂𝗏𝗶 and I will be the presenter for today's webinar on how to accelerate your machinery design and manufacturing process for Industrial 4.0 with Autodesk solution. Alright, so the inevitable transformation. The world currently amidst a technology transformation that will fundamentally change the way we live and work. It is difficult to predict precisely how this transformation will impact different industry and different country. However, we know that this transformation is unlike anything we have seen before due to the sheer pace and breadth of these changes. The fourth industrial revolution is exploding on the back of a range of technology that are blurring the distinction among physical, digital, and biological spaces. It transforms how products are designed, fabricated, and operate, as well as how they are maintained and services. It will also transform the operation process, the supply chain management, and the energy footprint for the factory. And it also change the global landscape of manufacturing competition, reducing the relative competitive advantage of low-cost region and rely on a cheap labor. So the national policy for Industrial 4.0 is to become a strategic partner for smart manufacturing and related service in Asia Pacific region. Alright, and it also set to want to become a primary destination for investment in the high technology industry. And lastly, to provide a total solution, to become a total solution provider for cutting edge technology. This is the Malaysia policy for this current industrial revolution. Alright. Malaysia objective on Industrial 4.0 are formulated based on the three main foundation: ACT, or attract, and create and transform. So the objective is to attract stakeholder to shift toward the Industry 4.0 application and technology, thereby enhancing Malaysia attraction as one of the preferred location for smart manufacturing. And to create a holistic ecosystem to support the adoption of Industry 4.0 by industry and coordinate existing initiatives in various related aspects such as talent and workforce, funding, infrastructure, and regulation. And lastly, to transform Malaysia to become enable holistic transformation of the manufacturing sector to increase and strengthen productivity, cost efficiency, technology application, and innovation ability. So also to transform the development of local technology and establish a more highly skilled worker. So that is the main objective for Malaysia, right? So we look back on the manufacturing in the history here. Over the last 230 years, the world has undergone three significant industrial revolutions that completely altered life and in our world in manufacturing product. So the first revolution brought us mechanical equipment, right? And then we move to the second revolution that brought us to the integration of electrical energy with mechanical machinery. So the first person to fully realize the importance of mass production was Henry Ford, and the way the Model T was manufactured during on the year of 1910. And the third revolution introduced us to the power of computing. So the integration of programmable control changed the way the industrial electromechanical process control the machinery of factory assembly line for the better manufacturing. Alright, and today we are all very fortunate enough to be part of an industrial revolution that will not only affect the way things are manufactured today, but shape the next generation of products. Here we are at the fourth industrial revolution. We may recognize the symbol Wi-Fi signal, but that would be the selling this innovation short. The fourth industrial revolution is about the connectivity of devices and machines and the proliferation and consumption of data. Simply put, the Internet of Things is here, and your product and manufacturing technique will drive the future of making things. Although we cannot predict what is going to happen over the coming decade, we can prepare ourselves to ensure that our manufacturing solutions are future-proof. As a manufacturer, of course, we think three things that we can control, which is innovation, productivity, and the process. Right. So first, let's take a brief look at the outcome that manufacturers have traditionally pursued. There are three broad categories: productivity, differentiation, and process. Manufacturers seek to increase productivity by addressing the two sides of productivity equation. On the input side, this is achieved by lowering production costs, or doing things like lowering overhead costs using cheaper material, lowering labor costs. On the output side, it achieves implementing a portfolio of different initiative investments, such as increasing automation, process improvement, and time lean manufacturing to increase output and quality. This method is effective method, however, do not often lead to a long-term differentiation in the marketplace. It's easy for your competitor to learn and employ the same technique. So we will look at how Autodesk help in the future of manufacturing things. If we start by looking at our current process, we will see that it is a linear nature based on identifying requirement on market need. They create a product concept that is unique, then move forward to the process of design and make the idea profitable to manufacture and take to the market. Once they do that, they produce the product, alright, of course, and then they go through a period of selling the product in the market, and hopefully they have customer to purchase it. Next, they operate it and eventually will retire it. This is what we all know as the traditional product life cycle, but there is a problem with the traditional product life cycle, and that is paints your customer into a corner with a fixed product value. Right, that product value is derived for the sum of the input cost plus business transformation cost plus any margin that they want to retain for the business. They can try to use a cheaper material or improve the process efficiency of the business model transformation, and having done that, they can take that extra margin and they have a choice. They can either reduce the cost of the product and try to compete that way, but that is dangerous as it moves you to a commodity product. Or they can pursue a differentiate strategy by taking that margin and put it back into development in a way that allow them to innovate and create a competitive product, differentiation and separation. So how Autodesk help you guys is, we believe that they need to change the linear waterfall process. So first concept that they need to think about is to personalize the product, whether it is consumer product or for an individual or industrial machine you configure for your customer. The more concisely you meet the need of the customer, the more the premium you can charge for the product that you take to the market. Alright, in design it is all about collaboration. There is tremendous amount of innovation in the world. The trouble is that it's separate over large geographic distance. So we are developing technology that allow customer to work on a single product or project as though they were collocated even if the people were on two continents in the world. Technology like HoloLens that we allow them to see and edit the same product at the same time. In production, it's about a flexible form of production. Additive, industrial additive and configurable factory that enable you to overcome the normal limitation of economy of scale, so you can start to print personalized product for customer. In sales, it's about moving forward the consumer experience, and that were connected services that bring huge opportunity for our customer, because for the first time they can move beyond the boundary of a fixed product value. Right, they can start to layer in things like preventive maintenance as extra service they deliver to their customer, in much the same we did in the software industry when we move from perpetual software to maintenance. So too are our customer layering value on top of product they take to market. Eventually, like us, they will move to true product as services. Alright, it is our belief that the further we can take the customer to the left, from the left to the right, the greater the lifetime value they can extract from product they produce. But the real kicker here is, once you connect your product to the field, you can bring that information back to the start of the process and move from fixed linear waterfall product development process to a truly agile iterative development process, and that is what we call the future of making things. Right. For a more formal details, for a more formal detail level, many of our industrial machinery customers have processes that look like this. From initial bid process to supporting their product in place for maintenance, they're looking to ensure that these processes are turned to meet the need of their customer directly or indirectly. So Autodesk solution for industrial machinery can help customer in all these areas. it's this kind of workflow that are possible with the collection, product design and manufacturing collection, because everyone involved has access to the complete set of tools that make up your REST inventor, design and engineering, advanced simulation, 2.5-axis to 5-axis CAM, and factory planning capability that are all there simply by opening up a single shared application. While each role use certain tool more often than the other, everyone is working from and has access to all the information that make up the complete product definition. So, and these three things that are driving principle behind the product design and manufacturing collection. We've taken the tool trusted by millions of engineers worldwide, like Inventor, AutoCAD, Autodesk, Nastran, Inventor CAD, and package them together so they can be accessed by everyone. Right. So, Autodesk solution for industrial machinery brings together design data from all phases of the product development process to create a single digital model, bridging the gap that usually exists between conceptual design, engineering, manufacturing teams. This is single digital models simulate the complete product and give engineers the ability to better visualize, optimize and manage their design before producing a physical prototype. Alright, the solution of course enable manufacturers of all sizes to enjoy benefit of digital prototyping, the advantage of creating and using a single model, single digital model is that it makes bridging this gap easily. Even if you outsource conceptual design or manufacturing and only do the engineering portion in-house, you can work in a connected digital environment with digital prototyping technology from Autodesk. Right. The key benefit from conceptual design, the data management tools from Autodesk allow you to quick access to existing design and help reduce time and error in bid preparation. Product stream is a digital pipeline that connect all group to critical design data. You can manage and track all design components for digital prototype and helping coordinate effort between departments. You also can automate the design revision and release processes and manage engineering bill of material. With the market-leading conceptual design tool from Autodesk, you can work digitally from project start. Incorporate industrial design data into digital prototype, or you can share the data with engineering using a common file format or the same file format, and create a highly realistic representation of your product to make informed product decision and compelling visualization for customer presentation. Now we are going to turn our attention to engineering part of the product development process. Right, so the smooth bidirectional interoperability between Autodesk 2D and 3D mechanical and electrical application allow you to easily incorporate your electrical control design into 2D or 3D mechanical design, so electrical and mechanical team can work collaboratively. With Autodesk Inventor, the foundation of Autodesk solution, you can easily and quickly create digital prototype using Inventor functional design capability. With the design, you can design with a focus on functional requirement rather than geometry. You can have your software automatically create complex 3D geometry, and as a result quickly and easily create accurate digital prototype. You can use tightly integrated calculation, stress analysis, and motion simulation tools in Autodesk Inventor to validate and optimize your design digitally. You can understand how your product will perform under real-world conditions without building a physical prototype. So easily iterate and optimize and validate your design digitally. Alright, to give you a better view on this topic, I will do a quick demo to show you how a digital prototype, how to Autodesk solution can help you in this engineering design key. Alright, let's say you need to create a machine based on your customer product. Alright, so with the Autodesk technology, we can import any CAD from other software to import it into the Inventor, and then of course for this, because it's your customer product, you can set it either reference model. Alright, okay, and the thing that I would like to show you is the advantage of using the Autodesk software is that it can operate between 2D AutoCAD and Inventor quickly and easily. Right. So let's say you already have your 2D drawing from AutoCAD. You can simply copy and paste into Inventor. And of course, you can apply automatic constraint and change AutoCAD block to Inventor block. Alright, for this example here, let's see, I will rotate this one a bit. And move it to the correct location here that has been prepared. Okay, so insert another view. Alright, so the same concept, just copy and paste into Inventor. Okay, Now we also can apply automatic constraint. Alright, I'll move this to the correct point here. Okay, now we got the idea of our machine from this sketch. So simply can create a 3D model. And because we have already have the sketch preview here, we can select that as the reference. Alright. Mirror it. And use the sketch to create a more complex design. Okay, use the already have a sketch that we insert earlier. Right. Let's say there is a changes in your customer products. Let's say they give you another file for different size. We can simply change. For example, this one. This is the old part, and this is the new part given by your customer. Just replace the file location, right, because the name is the same, and quickly can update into Inventor. Alright, so with the new part from the customer, we also can easily change the design of our machine frame here. Instead of creating new one, we can simply update the design. Alright, so that is how Autodesk technology helps to read data or file from another software, another file format, and the advantage of using the Autodesk interoperability between Inventor and AutoCAD. We look at another example. How Autodesk help you to create a frame quickly and accurately. So with Autodesk solution, we can create a frame generator design that help us to create a frame member more quickly and accurately based on the library that has it invented. We also can set the file naming from the inventor file naming default to avoid us or to help us instead of renaming each file every time. So this is the example. Alright, so we go here and for the frame generator, the dialog box is very straightforward. We can select here from the category which our frame member that we want to use and the standard. And then we can simply select reference to place the frame members. So here we can select the correct position. So it really helps us. This can be changed later. It's okay. So the wrong frame member insert can be changed later from the frame generator workspace. Alright. That's good. Right. Inventor also have the intelligence to read the entire sketch to insert the frame member. So instead of we click one by one the line. Also with the inventor frame generator, the size can be changed straight away if there is a design changes. Next, what you can do is there is a frame analysis that help you to analyze your frame member based on the constraint and force applied. So I can apply a fixed constraint for the base. And apply a force on the frame member. and then we can run the analysis for the frame member. Right. So we can see here is a high displacement for the middle section of the frame member. We can simply so we analyze how we can improve on our design, and inventor can help you to change your design very easily, and very how to say the accurate way. All right. So we can update the study and see how you help our design. So here the displacement has been minimized. All right. Another engineering benefit that I can show you is, I will show you later on how Autodesk generative design help you to be the, how to say, technology, how Autodesk solution can help you to become a more competitive in this industry. All right. So we look at the manufacturing summary here. So the digital prototyping enable an early and digital communication with your manufacturing team. So manufacturing input is received upfront, which result in better product quality. This digital communication is much more faster and more reliable way to communicate between manufacturing and design department. As a result, reduce reliance on 2D drawing and building costly physical prototype to get a working product, and also design assembly, the 3D visualization of final assembly, avoid confusion of a paper drawing.
More and more companies are having digital assets given to them when they purchase.
So, as I said before, so for Industrial 4.0, how Autodesk solution help you to achieve the target or to change your manufacturing to follow the trend is the Autodesk generative design. So Autodesk generative design is a design exploration technology, simultaneously create a multiple CAD-ready solution based on real-world manufacturing constraint and the requirement for your product. So this is the traditional design where we create the ideas, and then we design for better refinement based on our idea, and throughout the design we fabricate once we get the best design for our product. But on generative design, we define the function and the process of our idea of the part of the product. and we let AI, or we let the cloud to find the best possible solution for our product. It will explore itself, and we can validate which is the best, and lastly we can make the product. So Autodesk generative design has multiple methods of manufacturability: additive for 3D printings, subtractive for CNC manufacturing, and formative. So also have a multiple material, large library of material, a combination of loads, and we define ourselves how much the mass, the volume we want for our product. Alright, so the benefit of generative design is of course the design exploration, where it's find the best design for us. We design it using, you name it, you can name it, 3D printing, CNC, and so much more. Alright, and then lastly on the part consolidation. Okay, so here is the sum of the customer success using the generative design. For example, there's a lot from Stanley, Black & Decker, General Motors, Aru Engineering, even from NASA. So here is the feedback from General Motors.
There's many different ways to design for additive manufacturing, or maybe more commonly known as 3D printing. One of those ways is generative design. It really takes inputs of design constraints, load requirements, keep out zones where material can't be, and it generates thousands of different design solutions working with the software that maybe a single designer engineer couldn't come up with on their own. It's an expansion of our current capabilities, really focused on how are we going into the future with lightweighting, with new manufacturing process, thinking about designing and making our vehicles in a different way. Autodesk is one of our valued partners that we see as we go forward in the additive manufacturing space, really helping us from a thinking differently, the innovation culture that they can bring to us, as well as some of the tools that they have for design for additive manufacturing. One of the first parts we worked on in collaboration with Autodesk was a common rear seat bracket. This bracket consists of 8 pieces, welded together, bolted together. We worked very hard to consolidate that part into one piece, something that can only be produced using additive manufacturing. We ended up saving 40% mass, and again, got that part consolidation from 8 parts down to 1.
The benefit is really to be able to explore the design space in a much more efficient way than you can using a traditional approach.
We get multiple designs within a short amount of time, which is a feasible solution to our problem, which would probably take a normal engineer weeks to figure that out.
GM has traditionally always been a leading innovator in the industry, and it's great to see them adopting these new technologies and seeing how it applies to their business and to their customers.
We feel that there's huge benefits today, but then those benefits can really ramp up as we move into the future. Really, the opportunities for GM around additive manufacturing are endless.
So that is how generative design help General Motors in creating their part. From car seat bracket, with the generative design, it's create a more or less parts, and with the additive manufacturing, 3D printings, we have to create the same strength but with the less manufacturing process. So this is the old way versus the new way. With the generative design, the artificial intelligence or the AI algorithm will plus the cloud computing power will find the best solution for your designs. Alright, so this is Autodesk product design manufacturing collection, where it has all the tools, the software that you need for your designing process, manufacturing, and create an analysis, all in one package. So we have come to an end for this webinar. Thank you for joining the webinar, and that's all from me today.